What up, peoples? This is your boy, Big Mac and Glice. So, today, this is what we got. Canelo, Kovalev, this Saturday. What's your predictions there, Mac?
As much as it pains me to say this, because it's not even biased with me, I just truly don't like the guy. I predict Canelo to win. I'm hoping it's a tough, long-distance fight. But I do predict Canelo to win. I think at the end of the day, he's got the tools to beat a guy like Kovalev. Kovalev's not exactly the killer Krusher that he used to be.
No.
Ward clearly said it the other day. You see a little post on ESPN, he's talking about he's not the Krusher he used to be. There's a blueprint for how you beat him and stuff like that. So if Canelo fights the inside fight, which he's notorious for fighting, I see him wearing down Kovalev late. Hopefully the fight goes the distance and nobody stops it. But I truly want to see Kovalev knock him clear the fuck out. I think that'd be great for boxing. I think that'd be great for a lot of things.
That'll be fucking incredible. But I'll tell you what, look. All right. For Kovalev to win, I think the longer it goes, the more advantage Canelo has.
Yes.
Kovalev has a lot of miles. His last, whatever, ever since the Ward fight and then the fights after that, he's got knocked out after Ward.
Yeah.
He's been in kind of wars already. The age is getting up there. He's been taking a lot of punishment.
Yes.
The only reason he beat Yardy was because Yardy legit ran out of gas. Like, he ran out.
Yeah, he had nothing left in that.
Because that jab that he knocked him out with, come on, bro. Like, that shit was, he just threw it out there. And, that shit, no.
He was fishing at that point.
And it wasn't really the punch that put him down. It was more just, he was exhausted.
He had no more energy left. I think he exerted all his energy in that 7th round when he was giving Kovalev the business at that point.
Oh, he damn near stopped him.
Yes, he did.
He damn near stopped him.
Yes, he did. And they already said in this corner, they were like, man, one more round of that shit, we're going to stop this fight.
Yeah.
And he was ahead on the scorecards up until that point, up until that 7th round. And then, I don't know what the fuck happened at that point.
He just ran out of gas, man. Ran out of gas. But yeah, definitely, the longer the fight goes with him and Canelo, that's where it's really going to be tricky for Kovalev. I think for Kovalev to pull off the win, he's going to have to do this shit, man, I would say within 6 rounds. Once it starts, because, Canelo is notorious for going to the body.
Yes.
And that's what Kovalev does not like.
No.
He don't like to get hit in the body.
He don't like hitting the body. And I think the blueprint to stop that is he has to. And this is what pisses me off about a lot of fighters who fight Canelo. Most of the time, these guys that fight Canelo are bigger dudes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that fucking cupcake Rocky Fielding, because, everybody knows that was a pick'em fight.
Oh, yeah.
He knew he was going to just massacre this dude.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Kovalev is a proven puncher. He can punch.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the last thing to go on these boxers.
Yeah.
And he's a true light heavyweight.
Absolutely.
He's going to come in there like $190,
Easily.
So that's what I'm saying.
He's got to make this an outside fight.
Well,
he's got to keep Canelo at bay. He can't allow Canelo to get inside, hit any counter shots of any kind. No cutting off the ring. He's got to make it right there in the fucking middle of the squared circle, and he's got to utilize the jab. I mean, he has to. At this point, you're going to have to take a page out of fucking like a Mayweather book. You got to point the fuck out of this dude.
Well, that's the only way Kovalev's going to win. He's going to have to point him. Now, the thing is, for Canelo, I know he's going to want to go to the body. I'm sure that's what his team is training on.
He's going to force it inside. You know that.
But the problem is, going inside, you're taking a risk to get hit in the face.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. And Kovalev is a big puncher, bro. Like I said, he's a true light heavyweight. So he's been doing this his whole career.
Yeah.
So, it's not... I'm not saying that Canelo can't win the fight. What I'm saying is that it ain't going to be as easy, unless he's just going to the body, and then is going for the knockout. Right. But I don't really think that he can have that mentality that, as soon as the first round, as soon as the bell in the first round rings, I'm going to just go in there and go for the knockout. No, you can't do that either.
I'm not 100% sure that Canelo's going to take risks in this fight.
Well, he can't take too many of them.
Yeah. I'm thinking, maybe in his head, because I don't know what the fuck that Ginger Snap is thinking, but he's probably thinking to himself, well, I've taken Triple G's best punches. I've been in there with a hard hitter, but
this is a different type of hitting, bro.
Different breed. You're talking about a guy that's 15, 20 pounds, about an inch or two, reach. He's got power.
Mm-hmm.
He's got fucking just unbelievable will to go in there and try to prove his case in this fight. I mean, and you're the defending champion. You got everything to lose. Canelo's got nothing to lose in this fight.
No, he doesn't.
Nothing.
He's not putting no belts up.
No, that fucking franchise garbage. But that title's not.
And he has another middleweight belt, whatever. But still, he's not putting his belts on the line because he's not fighting at middleweight.
No.
So he doesn't have belts to lose. But we know if he loses to fucking Kovalev, especially if he gets knocked out.
Yeah.
Oh man. So he does have something to lose.
Right.
But
at the end of the day, when you leave it up to the judges, this fucking guy, I don't know what it is, but the judges seem to love him and they seem to score for him.
He's the new Mayweather. He's the new Mayweather.
It really irritates me. Every time I see this guy on fucking TV or on ESPN, I just cringe a little bit. He's such an asshole. I mean, this guy came from humble beginnings over there in Guadalajara, Mexico, wherever the fuck he's from.
Well, when he first started, he was super humble.
Exactly.
Even after he fought Mayweather, I'll tell you what, up until, to me, after the Cotto fight, is when all of a sudden this motherfucker just went like...
Nah, his head blew up like a goddamn Goodyear blimp. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, he went from a super humble guy to just a fucking douchebag, fucking arrogant motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Yes, you are good. You're good. Ain't nobody taking that from you. But you don't got to be an asshole about it.
Yeah.
You're already, pretty much the face of boxing. Why don't you just stay the way you were, the way you came up?
And you know what? And at the end of the day, if this... And I said it before, and I'll say it again. If this is a fucking cherry pick fight, and he thinks he's cherry picking Kovalev,
this ain't no cherry pick.
This is gonna be one of those videos you see on YouTube where cherry picking goes wrong.
Yeah.
You heard it here, folks.
You already
cherry
know.
Picking gone wrong. If he gets laid out on his ass, you heard it from me first. You heard it from fucking ring roasters. It'll be a cherry picking moment gone wrong.
Nah,
you should have thought long and hard before you fucking poked at the beast.
Nah, this ain't no cherry picking. No. This ain't no cherry picking. And they better not be thinking that shit.
Right.
You're not talking about a scrub, bro.
No, this ain't no Rocky Fielding or any other motherfucking dudes, some other cream puffs he's fought and knocked out. No, sir, not at all.
What the hell was the other guy? Fucking the dude he knocked out like, I don't know, the third round, fourth round, that was trained by your boy or your girl.
Kirkland.
Fucking James Kirkland. Ain't no Kirkland.
Ain't no
Kirkland. This is a true warrior, bro. Like a true light heavyweight.
And this guy's gonna fight back, unlike fucking Chavez, who just, slow danced with him for fucking 12 rounds and just essentially gave him the decision.
Yeah, and what was that? Like a 64.5 catch weight or some shit?
I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah, it was like when he fought Cesar Chavez Jr. It was like a catch weight at 164.5. Some dumb shit.
It was a fucking make-believe weight division, just like he's a make-believe fucking champion at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, instinct's gonna tell me Canelo's gonna win. Everyone's going to put their money on Canelo. Any smart betting person will put their money on Canelo. But I so desperately want this guy to shock the world and fucking put an end to this asshole's reign so bad.
It's not like it can't happen, though. See, that's the thing. This is not one of those fights where across the board everybody's like, oh, yeah, no, that's fucking hands down. We already know. No, you can have a guess, an assumption, but no, it ain't just because it look good on paper. Look good on paper.
Oh, it looks great on paper.
Yeah.
It looks great on paper.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be that fucking easy, B. That shit is not going to be an easy fight.
And again, if this guy gets humbled in this fight, whether he win, lose, or draw, if Kovalev gives him the beating of his lifetime, I hope it humbles him so he can finally make the deal and fight fucking Triple G in the trilogy.
Yeah.
Enough of the bullshit already. Let's make it happen already.
Yeah,
right?
Just get it over with.
You're ducking around. You're fucking jumping from all these different divisions and shit. You want to fight this guy. You want to fight that guy. I want to be the first Mexican fucking champion to win the belts in 9 different weight classes. That's cute and great and all that shit, but
like I said, that's fine. But it's like at the end of the day, all right. So let's say he beats fucking Kovalev. Now he has. What, the two belts at that weight division? Or is it just the one?
He's got WBA middleweight. He's
No.
He's got
The light heavyweight. What belts?
No, he doesn't have anything in light heavyweight. He has a
No. Kovalov. Because if he beats Kovalov, he's gonna take Kovalov's belt.
He'll have a WBA middleweight belt. He's got that fucking make-believe WBC belt. That's fucking
whatever.
A travesty. He's got a secondary title in the super middleweight division from when he fought fucking Rocky Fielding.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's the WBA's interim or secondary title, which don't mean shit. And then he would have the WBO title. So technically, he have three recognized titles and then that make-believe one. So he really have 4 belts.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, what belt is it that Kovalov has a belt? So it's
WBO light heavyweight title.
All right, so the WBO. All right, so
WBO light heavyweight champion.
Okay, so he'll have a fucking belt at 175, at 168, at 160. Bro, you can't hold these belts hostage in 3 different fucking divisions.
Absolutely.
Like, come on. And what are you gonna do? You're gonna keep jumping 160, 168, 175, and then back down to 160. Come on, man.
No.
Like, now, come on, stop that shit.
And I want to know, because you know this slick, sneaky motherfucker always has a clause in his contract about weights and all this bullshit like that. And then, of course, if he loses, is there a rematch? And if he beats Kovalev, does Kovalev get a rematch? I'm going to tell you right now, there will be a weight clause in the contract.
Oh, you already know.
There will be a no rematch clause in the contract.
If he wins.
If he wins, there'll be no rematch.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's bullshit.
And then at that point, if you're going to stay at fucking light heavyweight,
he ain't gonna stay
all
there,
more power to you. If you stay there, then you need to vacate those other fucking titles. I don't like the fact that, like you said, he's got belts in all these divisions. That's bullshit, man.
No, you can't be jumping around weight divisions.
No.
Weight
At that point, it becomes favoritism. You're giving this guy way too much fucking reign over fucking boxing, which is ridiculous.
The thing is, he's got a contract with the Zone. It don't even make a fucking difference who he fights.
No.
So it's not like he's getting a certain dollar per fight. He could stay at middleweight. He's still gonna get his same money.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like, come on, man, stop playing. Stop holding the belts hostages. Like once, if he gets the light heavyweight, stick to one. Go back to 160. If you want to fight at 168, that's fine. But honestly, Sergey for them was a pick'em fight. But at the same time, which we already cleared, it's not a cherry pick. But at the same time, come on, you think he gonna bang with them other fucking true light heavyweights that's younger and fucking? Come on, man, he ain't banging with them true light heavyweights.
The one guy who just won the other day, the one who unified a couple of those titles, what's his name? Artur Berbativ?
Yeah, something like that. But you also got Bivol out there, bro.
Yeah, well,
that motherfucker is a beast.
Those names have been mentioned if Canelo wins, and if he's stupid enough to stay at light heavyweight, they will be looking for him.
Well, of course.
And I think at the end of the day, it's smart for him to jump to light heavyweight and stay his ass there because he don't want that smoke with nobody in the middleweight division no more. If he did, he would have been fought the fucking the Andres. He'd have been fought the Triple G's.
Exactly.
He'd have been fought all those dudes already. He's essentially running from that division. So go ahead and run your ass out of town and give up all the rest of them belts, including that fucking fake ass make believe belt, and call it a day.
So if he doesn't fight ever again at 160.
He's got to vacate those titles.
Yeah, but so is the WBC gonna take away that fucking franchise fake make-believe belt?
Absolutely. Well, how the fuck you gonna be the franchise champion? You're not even in the goddamn division no more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You gonna put it in your fucking bookshelf in Mexico? No, no, you gotta get that shit up, bro.
Yeah.
And then burn that motherfucker because that's not even a real belt to begin with anyway.
Well, we touched on this on our last video. It's like this. It's a picture of a belt. It's just like a little birth certificate because you can't fight for it. So that's what. And now, remember, we already said that they did that shit with fucking your boys, Lomachenko. Come on. Like, how can it even be allowed that you're making up these belts, but once again, it's not an actual fucking belt and you can't even fight for it?
No.
That franchise shit is just given to you. So come on, man. Anyway, I don't care about that fucking belt anymore.
No. But again, he'd have to, if he's gonna stay at light heavyweight, he's got to give up that WBA title. That's the only title he has left at middleweight to begin with. He's got to give up that secondary title at
68
at super middleweight.
Yeah, 168. He's got to get that shit up.
Yeah, and then he would, assuming eventually he'll try to find a unification bout for one of them other killers in the fucking lightweight division. And if he thinks he's gonna walk through that division, he's got a fucking short walk.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, bro. We'll see. But all right, so at the end of the day? Who
I
you got?
I have Canelo, hopefully by decision, but my heart wants him to get knocked clean the fuck out on his ass. Sorry, folks, for all you Canelo fans out there, I don't give a fuck. I don't like the guy. I truly want to see him get fucking demolished. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna ride with y'all, and I'm gonna say he's gonna win by decision.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
Yeah.
you heard it from me. So.
All right, I got Canelo. I would say I would love to see it go to a decision, but at the same time, I really don't, because we might as well just give him the belt if it goes 12. So I would like to see a stoppage early by Kovalev, but honestly, I think it'll be a late round stoppage for Canelo. I just think he's gonna eat that body up.
Well, we shall see. November 2nd, folks, live on the Zone.
Yes,
Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Kovalev, Sergey the Kovalev Krusher, or Krusher Kovalev. Yeah, you know what I mean. Goddamn it, you know what his name is.
Well, that's this Saturday, man, November 2nd. Tune in.
This Saturday.
Well, once again, it's your boys
Big Mac
and Glaze. Make sure you like and subscribe. And like we always say,